Show. I'm Kathleen.
Hi, I'm Sheila.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Carrie, and we're champions. Today we are going to be talking about how we can set a pick or be a setter if you want to talk sports, or just being a catalyst for other people to help lift them through life.
Yeah.
But first, our words.
Of the
Day.
Yay! Okay, who's got one?
I do. Fall. Happy fall. Yesterday was the very first day of fall, so happy fall, y'all.
Happy fall.
I
I was waiting
love
on the y'all.
it is
I
a great
love it. Yes. Even though it wasn't fall last Sunday, I know we got to watch the Titans, and there's that Christmas in the air. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
just had the football going, and
Yes.
yeah, it was wonderful. So I embrace all of it. So
Yeah.
happy fall, y'all.
Me too. Open your windows and let that cool air in.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what we do.
So let your top down.
Yeah, let your top down.
Sheila
Right
riding in
top
her
this.
convertible today.
Well, we probably have a theme going, but my word of the day is holidays.
Oh, there you go.
We're ahead of schedule, but with the fall weather coming in, you start thinking about Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and heck, they've got all of the stuff out at Walmart and
Yeah.
Michael's for every holiday coming up. But I start getting excited. We cooked a ham over the weekend, and I'm like, oh, this feels like Easter. So anyhow,
It is exciting.
It's
It
like-
gets our brains on
Yeah.
something else besides all the other stuff. Which, by the way, thank you, Weatherford County.
Yes.
Just in time for Halloween, so you can wear the real mask.
Yes.
Are they still doing Halloween? I haven't heard. Or is
Well,
that
I mean, everybody can do it in their own homes.
You
Yeah,
can still go out.
True.
Thanks to my good friends Brittany and Ryan, we will have a good Halloween party.
Fun.
So my word is teamwork. Teamwork is that thing that doesn't have I or me in it. And I've been experiencing a lot of that lately. So that was the forefront of my brain as I was thinking about my word of the day. Teamwork is critical.
Yeah.
Lots of wonderful things can happen when you collaborate and you come together and you
Like us.
share ideas.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's a
For
good intro
common
to our topic.
My word is people, which that's good for our topic as well. But I saw a meme today on Facebook and I thought it was great. It said, no one's in your life by an accident. And good people are there to bring you happiness. Bad people can bring you experiences. The worst people can teach you lessons. And the best of people can give you great memories. So everyone's got a role in your life. That's people.
Yeah.
That segues into my current event.
Okay, let's do it.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed
Oh.
away. So there's our person. And as women, we look at all the things that she has laid the groundwork and the framework for women's rights.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie On the Basis of Sex?
I did not see it.
It's a great movie. And when I went to bed last night on HBO, it said Hustlers, which is the J-Lo strip movie, which I went, oh, good Lord. But all of a sudden I saw Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the young girl that plays her, and I was like, whoa, wait, let's watch this. And at the very end, the real one walks through into the courthouse.
Okay, so
Kinda chilling.
So we've got a new movie for
On
you.
the basis of sex.
On the basis of sex.
It's when she really opened doors for females.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a great movie to watch. Okay, yay, good
Yeah.
event.
Good segue. What else?
Yeah,
we
fun
got?
fact.
What's our fun fact?
Well, it's probably completely off topic, but it's always fun. Did you know that the average person laughs between 10 to 15 times a day?
Really?
Yes. Now I will tell you, I strive for more than that because laughter is my that is my
Right, but
Yeah.
when you that's funny, but my brain is sitting here thinking, I don't think I see that many happy people.
I thought the same thing when I saw that statistic.
I don't see that many people laughing, and that's sad.
It is sad.
But it's good to know that.
Yeah, well, the old adage, laughter is the best medicine.
Right.
It truly, truly is. So no matter what's going on in your life, find something to laugh about, even if it's yourself. Laugh about something.
Wow.
Find humor in something because it truly is the best medicine.
Well, don't you think it's probably higher than that? How do they know I'm laughing at home or not? You know what I mean?
I laugh a lot more than 10 to 15 times a day. What do y'all think?
I think I try to take life not so seriously. There's a lot of people that
Yeah.
dwell on every little misstep or unfortunate incident that happens in your day.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
I don't
true.
think I see that many people laughing, so I'm glad to hear it.
So you're supposed to laugh at least 15, 16 times a day,
You
right?
should, yes, make it a goal.
And did y'all know, this just popped into my mind, that it's actually healthy you need to be passing gas an average of 13 times a day.
Which happens when you laugh really hard.
Yes, it does.
sleep.
What?
I'm pretty sure Billy does.
Listen,
do?
Mike does.
Okay,
for
really?
sure.
Just gonna tell you, yeah.
He's gonna kill me
Well,
now.
don't you know? Because you're totally relaxed, I'm
Of
sure.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just means you're healthy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
All
moving
right.
on.
And talking about moving people forward, that will get some people out of your way quickly.
Yes, it will.
So hopefully we just made some of y'all laugh.
Yeah. So our topic today, Rebecca is very involved in volleyball right now, and one of the most important positions is
A setter. Yes.
what happens with the setter.
Yeah. So they are the ones that actually set up all the other players to make the point, and you want your setter to be really good at setting. So we actually kind of had a brief conversation, and Carrie had mentioned this about, you know, who has kind of like set you up in your whole life, in your life.
Yeah. Someone
Yeah.
that is a catalyst to help you move forward. in
Or
life.
have you been a setter for somebody?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Perhaps you have been that set position
Yeah.
for someone in your life.
Here's some ways that you can be sure that you are possibly in a position to be a setter. Is to always be prepared. Just live your life in a prepared, almost a tennis position. Like, who can I help? So mentally thinking, I'm going to be prepared. I'm not going to walk around hungover. I'm not going to be tired. I'm not going to be sick. I'm going to be a well, healthy person in case someone needs me.
That takes us back to the airplane. If something goes south, you should always get your oxygen first so you can help someone else.
So if you're walking around with your oxygen mask on, you're probably going to be better equipped to help somebody. Another thing is to be observant. Who needs you?
Oh, that is
that
really
is a good one.
Isn't that good?
And that's a really good point. In our fast-paced world, we miss people who we could set for
Yes.
example, even in a small way.
We talked one time about being a miracle to people, but if you're not prepared and observant, you don't know who you could. You know, if you're
Yes.
trying to hurry and get to your car so you can get somewhere, you miss the lady that dropped her groceries. Maybe.
Good point.
It's not always the ones that are asking for help. I mean, a lot of times it's people that are not, that you see struggling, or that could benefit from the gifts that you have to set you up for success, set them up for success. So,
And those are typically the people that don't ask for help, right? They just don't or won't.
And don't overthink it. It doesn't mean that you helped a woman pick up her groceries. It could just mean that you had a really solid conversation with someone that just needed your time. And you don't know what you might say to that person or what they might say to you. Then really they walk away going, wow, I think I can do this.
like our last episode, sometimes it's being a good example. Sometimes it's something that small, it's just
Right.
modeling good behavior or modeling success so somebody sees how to attain that success.
Right. Right.
And it's about setting expectations.
Well, and here's the other thing. It's about taking action. So you were prepared. You were observant. Now, are you going to act on it? Are you going to go help the lady with the groceries? Are you going to take time to have that conversation when you're so ready to leave and you've been brokering all day, Sheila, but you know that agent needs to talk to you? And you're like,
When I think about that, I think about the Boy Scouts, which my kids were very involved in, my boys growing up, and their motto, leave no trace behind. Modeling good behavior, setting people up for success. Don't go into a state park or camping. You know, their philosophy is you leave it better than where you found it. Clean up your trash. So I've always tried to model. That's one of my pet peeves. We've done a couple of segments about that, but littering bugs me. So I try to set a
me
good
too.
example with that.
that's exactly what you're being a great example when you pick up the trash.
Has anybody set you up in life?
Well, I mean, my first thought are things that my parents did, knowing that things would, whether I liked it or not at the moment, they knew it would make me a tough chick, you know, or a thinker. So I definitely got to give them credit for that.
Yeah. My father, I think y'all all know that my father died when I was really young. I was 7 years old. He died in an accident, but he set us up for success in doing his estate planning and making sure that if anything ever happened, and he was 38 years old when he died, so even younger than all of us, he made sure that if anything ever happened to him, that he had laid that groundwork and that foundation, and that was the 70s, that my mom would be able to raise 3 children, which unfortunately it did happen, but he laid the groundwork and he was a good example and set her up for a life of success and generationally us also.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
It really is. That's something we probably don't even think about is financially, what are we doing and our responsibility for I mean, it's not, you know, you could say, well, that's their problem. You know, they got to figure that out. I had to figure it out.
Right.
But, I mean, what a blessing for someone.
Absolutely.
If you have
I'm like Carrie, that it was definitely my parents, because my dad, definitely with him being a doctor set me up financially. But my mom was the big one that really was my setter, in that she came from absolutely no money. She didn't have a college degree, and she made sure that education was a priority to me, and that I was well traveled, and everything she didn't have the opportunity to do in life, she wanted to make sure I did. And I'm very grateful. I'm very humbled and very grateful for that.
And you just made me think of something when you talk about travel. We traveled a lot too, because my dad was a pilot, so we went lots of great places. But when I think about raising my sons, we weren't pilots and didn't have free passes everywhere. But I think about all the little things that we would do. So whether you can travel to Barcelona or if you can travel to the city park, what is that time that you're spending? Just a picnic with your kids. You're being a catalyst for them by showing them how to make the best of a day during a hard time, or how quality time is important, simple things, make your day awesome. What were we just talking about before the show? About something being really simple. Oh, the little things that we do and give back, or even to our spouses. Yeah.
Parents, you might not be able to take a trip right now. You might financially not be able to take a trip right now. But pitch a tent and camp in your backyard or in your den. Make it fun.
That's
so
true.
I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah, we all have the same 24 hours.
Ooh.
How you choose to use it is up to you.
Good one, Sheila. I love that. That's awesome.
Thank you. Well, I'll talk a little bit about my setter, and I have to give Billy credit because real estate sort of fell into my lap, all God events back in 2003. But I have to say, because Billy had a great job at the time, he had insurance at the time, so that was my set position to move forward into real estate. We had to borrow a little bit out of his whatever 401k or something just to get started, and the beauty of it was he had complete confidence in me. What do we need to do? What's it going to take? Let's do this, and so he literally set me up for this career that I love so much.
I love
So
that,
I have
because
to
a
give
lot
him
of
full
times,
credit.
it's the opposite. It's a woman, and so the guys can run. So thank you, Billy. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if he hadn't been in that position, either the job that he had, the great high quality insurance he had, because as a realtor, you're paying your own insurance, and that's the thing when you're in your mid 40s or whatever, you want to have pretty high quality insurance, and so we were in a position to do that because of him. So
You nailed it too, because you're awesome
thank you.
at what you do. I love that too, though, having those opportunities. One of the things I enjoy the most is if a real estate agent who's new calls me, I love saying, have you got a minute? Oh yeah, I got a minute. I love sharing my good experience, a bad experience, my knowledge, anything I can do to help people.
When you mentioned this topic to us, that my brain kind of went two directions. First to Billy and his support and his enabling me to do this career that I love so much. But then over the course of, I guess, the next 9 years, in doing real estate and meeting people and knowing people, I suddenly had an opportunity to become a principal broker. And that was, to me, that's my being a setter for my agents. So I hope they see me at some point in their life as, well, Sheila helped me do this or this or this. So
There's a lot of people that feel that way, I'm sure. Even opening up your home for someone who needs you, family members, fostering, any kind of thing that you can do. You are propelling someone and you don't even know it.
Speaking of children, I'm a member of the CASA board, and I want to give kudos and a shout out to Kit Kat, because she is a CASA volunteer, and we so desperately need them.
Yes.
Well, if you don't know what CASA is, please, it is truly somebody that volunteers to speak out for children in the courts.
Yes. And they've got
yes.
a training class. It may just start, or it's getting ready to start, but look up CASA and give them a call and get in the next training
Kathleen
class.
donates her time, and she does that, and she's awesome at it.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
she is setting the lives of so many
She
children.
is. She's making a huge difference right now, specifically in someone's life. So
what a
that's
great organization.
It is.
Yeah. And you know what? And I want to say this too, because the whole term kickback, a lot of times you're looking and people are living for some sort of a kickback. The beauty is when there's a kickback you weren't looking for, you weren't seeking out, it just comes because you woke up, you were ready, you were prepared, you were observant, you took action, and you served. And the kickback comes and you weren't even looking for it, and that's life. That's beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, be a catalyst in someone's life.
Yeah.
What's our health tip?
Our health tip is, with it being fall, which was my word for today, you see more people with that crisp air getting out and walking and jogging a little more. Now, if you notice you have knee or back pain, a lot of people immediately go to a doctor or they go to a massage therapist. Check your shoes. Your shoes need to be changed every 6 months. Tread on the bottom, they might be completely good. It has nothing to do with it. Every 6 months. And a lot of people don't know that. They're still walking and jogging in shoes they've had a year and a half, every 6 months.
Good to
Very
know.
good advice.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
time for me to change my shoes because
Yes.
I walk every day on concrete.
Yep, change your shoes.
Okay, very good. I want to say too, real quick about Champies. One thing we love about being here and filming on Tuesdays is how much are they? They're chicken humps.
50 cent.
50 cent. 50 cents?
Yeah.
50 cents chicken humps.
Boneless. Boneless.
I thought they were even cheaper than that, but still, that's a great deal. They're awesome, all different flavors. So come, once again, you're out Champies. Thank y'all for joining us. That's
Yes.
SOAR.
SOAR.